Hello everybody, this is your Digital Super Saiyan 3 back with another video. And I love the Kingdom Hearts series. Reasons why I got games like Kingdom Hearts 3 and the story so far. But since I like the series, while playing through Kingdom Hearts 3, the one thing that has been bugging me is the mentioning of the 7 princesses of heart. More specifically, who are the new 7 princesses? Because within the game, we learned that there are a crop of new 7 princesses. So far we only know that 4 of those are Kairi, Anna, Elsa, and Rapunzel. Yes, through certain events, the princesses of heart are mentioned, but I wonder who are the princesses of Disney that are technically filling in the remaining 3 spots. And the and so this is my hypothesis. This is my first theory video and of who could be filling those missing 3 spots of the Disney princesses. Well, the first of those has to be, in my opinion, Tiana from The Princess and the Frog. I think Tiana is one of the new 7 princesses. I definitely say she inherited her light from Cinderella. I definitely say she got her light from Cinderella. And if so, Tiana would be a perfect candidate because she does have a strong heart and a strong will. I mean, if you look back to the events of Disney's The Princess and the Frog that came out back in 2009, well, Tiana is hardworking, loyal, nice, polite, and is willing to make her dream of owning a restaurant come true. And yes, she is turned into a frog, but is still determined nonetheless to become human again and to make her dream come true. And yes, I know there's the whole falling in love with a prince sort of thing that happens during the adventure, and yes, a relationship starts to form between Tiana and Naveen, who is the reason why she got turned into a frog to begin with. And the two are on a quest to become human again. So, in a sense, I think Tiana would be a perfect candidate. I mean, heck, she defeats the villain of her respected movie in the form of Facilier. Which is a shame we never got a Princess and the Frog world in Kingdom Hearts. I mean, come on, we were able to get a world based off of Tron Legacy in Dream Drop Distance, for God's sakes. But Tiana does have a strong heart, and I think she would be a perfect candidate. I definitely say, even though she wasn't technically shown in Kingdom Hearts 3, I definitely say that there is evidence that I think they are pointing towards, what they could possibly do in future games. And knowing that Square and Disney, I know that there was somebody who told me that Kingdom Hearts 3 is technically the end of the Xehanort saga. But if we come into a new saga and a new story arc, I bet you 10 to 1 we will see Tiana appear in this new story arc. I mean, it would make sense that she would be a candidate of being a princess of heart. I mean, Alice got to be a freaking princess of heart, and she's not even a real princess. Seriously, Alice from Alice in Wonderland was one of the 7 princesses, which kind of didn't make sense. Yeah, and I will also rate the Princesses of Heart. When I do a video based off of them. But this is a theory video to talk about who are the new 7. So that's one possible candidate of who I think could be one of the new 7 princesses. And Tiana, she did kick off the new wave of Disney princesses, being the last 2D animated princess to come out of the 2D era, or just the last 2D animated Disney film that features a princess. And then, following Disney would be, after The Princess and the Frog, would be the 2011 Winnie the Pooh film, which also was a 2D animated film. But so if that's Tiana as number 5 of the princesses, then who is 6 and 7? Well, for number 6, though, for princess number 6, for the next of the 7, I would say it would have to be Merida from Brave. Honestly, Pixar, since Kingdom Hearts 3 basically has Pixar movies in it, or Pixar worlds, it would make sense Merida would be a candidate. Even though she wasn't technically in the game, it would make sense that they would allude to a Brave world, and more specifically other Pixar movies, to possibly get a world represented in future Kingdom Hearts titles, which we won't know when they would come out, but, these are titles that would come out someday or in the making of. But yeah, Merida would make sense. I mean, she goes on a huge adventure after she turns her mother into a bear along with her 3 brothers. After her and her mom, had this whole thing and their whole relationship where Merida kind of didn't want to be your typical stereotypical princess and wanted to be herself. I mean, and like the aforementioned Tiana, Merida would definitely have a strong heart, and why, beings like the organization would come after her. I mean, Merida would be considered one of the 7, and it would make sense. She's a princess, but also she's an archer. She's also a bit of a warrior / archer. So, in a sense, Merida would be considered one of the new 7, so we already got 2 of the new 7. We already got 2 of the new 7 spots figured out. So, of this new crop of 7, it's Kairi, Anna, Elsa, Rapunzel, Tiana, and Merida. And now, the big question is, who fills in that number 7 spot? Well, is it Moana, Pocahontas, or Vanellope from Wreck-It Ralph? Well, it's really hard to determine who would fill in that final spot. All 3 of these ladies could possibly be candidates. Vanellope would be a little too young. I mean, even though she would be I think she would inherit her light from Alice, since Alice was like a 10-year-old girl or something like that. Alice was like a little girl when she inherited her light and was kidnapped in Kingdom Hearts 1. Maybe Vanellope would be considered one of the princesses. I'm definitely predicting it's Vanellope. I mean, we saw Ralph be featured as a summoning in Kingdom Hearts 3. So, if it's not Vanellope, maybe it could be in that final spot, in spot number 7. I definitely think if it's not Vanellope, maybe it could be Pocahontas, because she was the only other 2D princess who was never shown in a Kingdom Hearts game. Not once. Seriously, Pocahontas was never in the series to begin with. Heck, there were movies that came out before and after Pocahontas that were featured that's got to be featured in the series. And, as a Princess of Light, though, Pocahontas would have she would have a possible chance getting in as one of the new 7. And she basically being a peacemaker and everything, and how she wanted to prevent a war. I definitely see Pocahontas possibly being one of the 7, but then of course there's Moana. And Moana also defining her values as well, and how she goes on this epic adventure to return the heart to a sea goddess that was stolen by Maui. And anyway, I think Moana would make sense because she's also pretty strong. But in a sense, if it's either Moana, Vanellope, or Pocahontas to fill that empty number 7 spot. Because thinking about number 7 really perplexes me. It really makes me feel so complicated over which of these ladies could fill the spot of who are the new 7 hearts, or who are the new 7 princesses of heart. But anyway, that's enough for now. Anyway, this has been your Digital Super Saiyan 3, and I'll see you next time.